guys. Welcome back to another week of Mortgage Matters in Minutes. Again, I'm your host, Brent Rasmussen, owner of Mortgage Specialists. So today we're talking about choosing your mortgage lender, choosing the person or the company that you want to go to for your mortgage home loan needs. And there's lots of different companies that we've chatted about, or different types of entities that you can obtain your mortgage with, which is banks, mortgage brokers, credit unions, independent mortgage bankers, all of the above. And today we're going to get a little bit more specialized in talking about what you should ask or what you should look for when you're talking to these different mortgage loan originators at these different companies. And we break this down into the 5 P's. We call it pricing, products, people, process, and post-closing. Obviously, when people are shopping around, generally what they're looking for is the cheapest. And who isn't looking for the cheapest? But if you've ever done a construction project, or you've done some kind of bid process and you pick the cheapest one, I can tell you many times it doesn't come down to the best for you. Not that any mortgage lender wants to be charging more than what's out there, because if we're getting you a good, fair deal, good, equitable deal, we're hoping that you're going to pass our name on to your friends and family. So let's talk about the 5 different things that you can interview and ask your mortgage provider to make sure that you feel you're getting the best shake at things. And number 1, obviously on everyone's list, is pricing. What do the rates, closing costs, fees look like? Because there's lots of games being played out there. We, as independent mortgage bankers, can shop the market and look for different lenders. But I know a lot of times people want a much lower rate, and they get charged accordingly for that. And sometimes that's not in your best interest to do that. So pricing does make a huge, enormous decision in regards to consumer. But I can also share going with the cheapest price isn't always the best answer. Sometimes you're paying extra for that cheaper interest rate, and you're not even aware that's actually going on. And we see this happen a lot among online lenders and lenders that are not local to the Omaha metro area. So pricing is number 1 for most consumers. Products. Do you have access to all the mortgage loans that are out there? We talk about this each and every week. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, NIFA. Do you have access to grants? Do you have access to second mortgages or anything else like that? Ask, do they have access to all kinds of loans for what your needs are? Investment needs, second home needs, primary residence, for lower credit scores, for bankruptcies, for foreclosures, for perfect credit. Every situation is different for consumers. And most people, when they call us, they just say, what's the going rate today? And there's different interest rates based on if you're doing a purchase, buying a home, or a refinance, or a cash out refinance. So those are 3 different products that have different scenarios of closing costs and interest rates that come with it. Number 3 is the people. How trustworthy are the people? Do they care about you? Do they know what position you're in? Have they done this before? Does experience make a difference? Sure, I can tell you 100% it is. Am I a better loan officer now in year 25 than I was in year 1? 1,000,000%. There's more things that we've been up against, that we've seen different things and rules and the process shakeout, and real estate change. Real estate changes, and the person that actually cares about your transaction, your loan, and not thinking of it as a transaction, but thinking of you as a person which wants to close on time with the least amount of work and stress and time on your hands. The people that you're talking to make a huge difference at the company. I don't care what company you go with. They could be the best loan officer or the worst loan officer in the same company. But which person is going to put you as the consumer first? And that's what I mean by people. Does that person truly care about what they're offering you? Do they care about making it easy, and are you closing on time? The people make the difference inside of your mortgage loan. Number 5 is process. Is the process that the lender has set up easy to go through? I can tell you of horror stories that lenders or consumers going to lenders and asking for additional paperwork over and over and over, even though they sent it. They've sent pay stubs multiple times or bank statements. I can share here at Mortgage Specialist, the process we have is dialed in. We do not ask for the same thing multiple times. We know in advance what underwriting is going to need, And there's a lot of things underwriting needs. Our files get to be enormously thick, not because we choose or like to do it. The government tells us we must, and to keep everyone safe and secure in regards to their homes and not having any big, massive recessions due to lending like we had in 2008. Lastly, additional P that many don't talk about, and it might not make a difference to you, but we think it does here, is post closing. The transaction doesn't stop, or us servicing you doesn't stop at closing. We work to follow up, stay in touch with you, get you information of the market, let you know what's happening with interest rates, and checking in to see is now a good time to refinance, or keeping you posted on when a good time to refinance would be, but also answering all those little questions that come up along the way. It's much easier to call us than some 1-800 number person that might not know the answers or might not tell you what benefits you to ask the right questions. And we get that often where clients, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, or what about this, or my escrow here, or my taxes and my insurance here. All different kinds of scenarios come up with families, and it's much easier to make one simple phone call to us than to contact during the daytime, sitting on hold with an 800 number to find out what the answer may be. I hope you learned a little bit of the questions it asks. And I think you can ask these same questions among any product that you go and look for, whether it's insurance, investments, some contractor, whether you're buying some kind of a good or widget. It's looking at first pricing, then what products are available, what solutions do they have, how are their people, and do they care about me? How is their process? Is it refined? Is it set up? Is it structured? Is it easy? And lastly, post closing, with after the project is done, how is the follow up? Are they checking in? Are things going well? Are they always around to answer questions? Again, I'm Brent Rasmussen, owner of Mortgage Specialist. Please like and subscribe these videos, pass them on, share them with your friends. This is the information the consumer truly needs to make the best decision for them. And that's why we're here to help guide you along the way. Hope we'll see you soon, and give us a call anytime, 402-991-5153, or check us out on our website at mtg-specialist.com. I'm Brent Rasmussen of Mortgage Specialists.
Mortgage Specialists. Driven, trusted, reliable.